This is Mac William Bishop for DealBook at the New York Times. When the operators of the New York and Frankfurt stock exchanges announced a merger, it was the latest example of consolidation among the world's financial markets. If the NYSE Euronext Deutsche Börse deal goes through, it will create a transatlantic powerhouse that offers trading in stocks, options, and derivatives.
When most Americans think of the New York Stock Exchange and think of this iconic structure that transacts in all the stocks in America. Well, it still does that. Its business has grown, but it's just that it's gone into other businesses that most people never see. And in fact, the trading of stocks is going to become a comparatively small part of the whole thing. And derivatives are, at the moment, the more promising part of the business.
The proposed deal highlights the way that traditional exchanges are responding to changes in the finance system. With the growth of electronic exchanges and an increase in the demand for international services, market operators have tried to gain scale and expand their offerings. Traders see the deal as positioning the exchanges to take advantage of the new landscape.
I'm excited about this because it brings together, a huge derivative market in Europe, and it brings together a huge equity market here in the States as well as a derivative market, and will create, hopefully, the beginning of a global network, a true global network, because what's still missing is that little piece in Asia, which you can't imagine is going to be that far behind.
The potential deal must still pass a few hurdles, including regulatory obstacles and the possibility that rivals may seek to upend the merger. NASDAQ OMX and the International Exchange, or ICE, are reportedly in talks to attempt a takeover of the NYSE in order to thwart the deal. However, sources close to the talks have described the chances of a counterbid as low.
But it's not clear that others can merge or that somebody might make an alternative bid for the New York Stock Exchange. That's possible, but most of the other players aren't in the business of trading stocks either on the floor or doing it electronically. They're more into the derivatives businesses or into the clearing and settlement businesses, which means they may not find it worthwhile to come after the New York Stock Exchange.
Given the fragmentation in the competitive sector, it seems likely that consolidation will continue. The recent proposed merger by the London and Toronto stock exchanges and BATS's purchase of Chi-X Europe point to the emergence of a new breed of large global market operators. Some see this consolidation as an affirmation of the value of trading floors and their specialists.
But over time, we went from having two markets, the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ, to over 40 plus exchanges, ECNs, liquidity providers that are out there. The market has become so fragmented, investors don't know where their orders are getting executed, traders don't know exactly where their orders are getting routed, and they need to know that if there is a problem or issue, if they need information, they want something, they're able to call down to a trading floor and to be able to have that conversation with somebody.
It seems that the new breed of mega markets will look a lot like the old. This is Mac William Bishop for DealBook at the New York Times.